Philip, first of all, terrific banner by Activate that they have of you. Now, you mentioned what the kids, or what Billy Volek and the teammates think about it. What do your kids think about it?
They think it's pretty cool. They say it doesn't look necessarily just like me. I say yes, it does. And they didn't do it. They didn't doctor it up at all. But no, they like it. They think it's pretty cool. We're actually riding. I can't remember where we were up in. I don't know if we were quite in L.A. and we kind of spotted it. So that part was fun.
Guy, that's you've been giving back to the community since day one, since you got here with your foundation, Rivers of Hope, and with your football camp and the 5K. Do you embrace the idea of being a role model? I mean, you always hear you shouldn't look to athletes for role models, but do you like the role that you're in?
Yeah, absolutely, and I do see it as a responsibility. I mean, I think regardless of what we want it to be, that is what it is, and I'm glad it's that way. But the way sports are viewed in today's world, and especially professional sports, you're going to have what you do on and off the field is going to have great impact on young people, and hopefully, and I try to do it in a positive way all the time, and I really take that role, and you really, I always will feel a role model. You're a role model for your own kids, but I think that platform really exists in your playing career. I mean, it always exists, but you can have the most impact while you're playing, and so while I certainly try to keep a balance and keep things in line, and certainly families first at home, I try to do as much as I can.
I know a lot of times you're at the podium after a press conference, and the media, we ask the same boring questions. My favorite question from the audience was, who's your favorite wide receiver? Now,
yeah.
How much fun have these workouts been? Because a lot of new faces you have to get to know.
Yeah, there is. It's a work in progress with the new guys, because again, I've thrown some of these guys 30 passes when I've thrown Gates. I don't know, almost every catch he's had except for those first few years. So. Yeah. We're developing that trust right now, and I think as a unit, that's what we talk a lot about, is that trust amongst each other. That's what's going to allow me to pull the trigger on third down, and that's what's going to allow them to understand why and where I threw it. So we're on the right path, and it's been a productive first 2 weeks of the offseason.
Now, you also mentioned that this is the first time in quite some time that every single team in the AFC West has a chance to win the division. Why are the Chargers better this year than they were last year? And it's early, I know.
Yeah, it's early. I mean, I think we'll see. We'll see if we are better. I mean, we'll see if we are. I think you're only as good as your record is, but in a lot of ways, you're not as far off, and so it's hard to tell. How much better we'll be. But I do think I don't think this is the most active we've been in the offseason in free agency. We did lose some guys that have been staples here for a while, but that's the way it goes, and I'm excited. I mean, I think for one thing, and I said it last year, now just to compound that by two, we'll be as hungry as we can be, because 2 years not getting in, that hasn't rested well on anyone.
And one of your Activate contestants, I think is Jessica. She won her way here by a contest on Facebook. Your buddy Jake Peavy, Alabama boy, is on Twitter. When are we going to see Philip Rivers finally one day just take that step and embrace social media?
I don't know that you'll ever see it. I just don't think I can do it. But I'm not saying never, but I don't think so.
Yeah. Eli Manning's hosting SNL tonight. Which one are you more likely to go ahead and do?
Twitter.
All right, I'm going to save this.
All right.
Thanks, Philip.